I got a bonnet in my drawer. I almost want to wear mine.
Hey
It's just
man, you want to?
that I might whip it out in the middle of the interview.
All right, man. Well, the interview started, man. What's going on with everybody? It's your
What up?
boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in this plain white dungeon this time. Giving it to you real raw rugged, and I got somebody on the other line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Who we got, man?
Hmm?
Did I say that really fast? Uh,
Said it so fast. I
so
don't understand
fast.
a
I'm
single
sorry.
thing you said.
It's the Florida nigga in me talking, man. Talk real fast.
Ah.
I said we got somebody on the other line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we got?
Oh, what's up? I'm Miles Hampton, creator, coming to you live via FaceTime.
You know, it's really funny. I think you cool with him too. I'm cool with him as well. You look like a nigga I know with with just more hair.
Who?
Who you think I'm gonna say? Like if you take off your glasses, you look like him with a 3.8 GPA. You like
You
a
guys,
more smarter version than this nigga.
people be saying I don't. Now they're just saying more smarter because I think he looks smarter than me. Caleb. People say I look like Caleb all the time. People get me and Caleb mixed up all the time.
Nah, man, you like Nathan Zed, low key, man.
No, wait, no, I
Just
don't,
low
bro.
key,
No, I
man.
do not.
You like a Nathan Zed that used to get bullied in school for being smart. You like used to get shoved in
Nah,
your locker for looking like Nathan Zed.
nah.
Low
But
key.
people, no, you're not the first person to tell me that at all. People tell us that all the time.
Low key,
We look
man.
like we could be. It's because we kind of act similar sometimes. So like when we're together, people be like, yeah, you and Nathan are kind of similar.
Any
So I
any relation, man?
no.
No relation at all. Where you
Maybe
from?
somewhere down the line we were on the same plantation or something.
Yeah, y'all definitely was rooming the same house nigga and shit, man. Y'all definitely was definitely two house niggas, man. But no, where you from?
I'm from West Bloomfield, Michigan, just outside of Detroit. I
Uh,
lived there for 16 years. Moved to Atlanta when I was 16, and I've been here ever since.
I don't know if it's too early for me to get some Detroit jokes off, but I'm gonna chill out on those,
Gotta hold off on
man.
them. If you say them, they gotta be really funny for me not to be like, alright.
Nah, I got some.
But when I,
I got some. How
when I first,
often? How often do niggas joke about Detroit around you? Have you heard some good Detroit jokes? You're like, okay, that's a good one.
it's funny because like when I first moved to Atlanta, people used to joke about Detroit a lot, but I feel like the focus has gone to like Cleveland, and sadly Flint, and those ones are like more fucked up because it's like people dying out here, but it's like because before it was just like haha your city's poor, but now it's like y'all can't drink water. It's like
Yeah.
that's that's fucked up.
Nah, that is really messed up.
It's a serious situation, but yeah, but like every Detroit joke is like interchangeable with like Cleveland and like I don't know Reno, Nevada.
Only
So
thing I know about Cleveland is that when LeBron left their city, their economy like legitimately just like plummeted.
yeah,
And I was like, that's crazy. That
yeah,
one
bro,
man could do that.
have you ever been to Cleveland?
I don't want to. I'm okay.
No, dude, it's the most depressing city. The whole state is just depressing.
I,
I yeah,
I'm good. Yeah, I like when I think of Cleveland, I think of like a black and white silent film. Like I
yeah,
don't,
yes,
I don't
a
want to go to
black and
Cleveland.
white farmer country film about tornadoes. That's
Wow.
what that's what Ohio is.
Yeah. See,
That's what Ohio is like.
I'm already dealing with like hurricanes. I don't need to deal with like any more like
Mm.
windstorms. So yeah,
Yeah.
not a
What do
fan.
y'all do when hurricanes happen? What's your protocol? Like,
Like chill.
I always wondered y'all, you just be chilling inside.
I mean, damn, I wish I could like screen. You know, FaceTimes need to like utilize screen share. So if like you could share what's on
Mm.
your screen, that definitely would
Yeah.
be a thing. That would be a fire addition. Because if I could, I would show you this fire
Like, put
classic.
something up right here.
Yeah, right there. That'd be fire.
Yeah.
But no,
You can do it in the editing. You can do that in the editing
I
when you edit
I am a lazy nigga, so I'm probably not gonna do that. But I hear you.
it. You
Um,
say drop file.
yeah, if I wasn't a lazy nigga, I'd definitely do it. But no, it's this classic video that I think I forget what hurricane was, but it was like 2 years ago, and it was a Florida nigga, and he was basically saying like how niggas don't be scared of hurricanes no more. Like we used to it. Like the
Mhm.
hurricane that just came, the Hurricane Dorian, niggas was making hurricane cake, like
Yeah.
hurricane parties, like. It's not crazy. Like you being a nigga that's probably not used to a lot of hurricanes. When you
Yeah.
hear a
No.
hurricane is coming to your area, like
I'm
how
tripping,
is your reaction?
bro. Like, I'm in Atlanta right now, so we didn't get hit by the hurricane, but like I was checking like the website every day, like, bro, how hard are we gonna get hit, bro? A breeze came by, like the day before it was supposed to hit, like a breeze came by, and I was fucking terrified. A wind.
Like
And
niggas don't take it serious at all, at all.
yeah, I get it. It's like my grandma don't take it serious.
Nobody.
My grandparents live on the coast of South Carolina,
Mm.
and like I be calling them like, yo, like the hurricanes, are you good? You straight? And be like, yeah, man, I'm chilling on the porch, like I don't care. I'm like,
Nah,
okay.
niggas be praying for a hurricane because niggas is just niggers. Like they be praying for the hurricane to come just so they can make like Instagram videos to like make people laugh. Like, ooh, I'm finna dance in the rain and say I'm doing it for Lil Saint. Yeah, niggas legitimately like be praying for the hurricane to come just so they can get some ignorant videos off. Like,
Do it for Little Saint.
yeah, niggas are ignorant. And I know like Atlanta niggas. Speaking of Florida niggas, been different. Atlanta niggas are really different, man. Y'all are some. Can I call you an Atlanta nigga now?
Hell nah, because
Okay.
these niggas different. they different. It's so weird, like, and I didn't realize how like different people were across like the country until I moved here. Because in Michigan, everyone just has like this kind of like shared mindset. I feel like, but here it's like everyone's just trying to get off. Is the best way I could describe it.
Mhm.
Everybody's like trying to like look like they're on or they're trying to get on. Is the best way I could describe it.
Mm. And
And like by that mindset's like to everything. It's like it's a trickle down mindset effect where like everyone like that's like their principle, and then like it affects everything else in their life in some type of way.
I feel like that's more of a New York mind state.
New York, true, but I feel like it's different in New York because that's literally why people move to New York, is to get on. So it's like I get why you have that mindset, like y'all trying to survive out there. But it's like people who were born and raised in Atlanta, they're just like that's just how they are. It's just the mindset of the city. So. Cause it's like LA. That's how LA is too. But I'm not gonna really say that about LA. Cause what does everybody say? If I'm moving to LA to do this, so it's like I get it. I get why you're doing that. But it's like it's like something in the water here or something. I don't know.
I mean, but when you think about it, Atlanta is now becoming like the nigga out version of New York. Like niggas are moving
Yeah.
to Atlanta to like as soon as a nigga get a degree, I mean as soon as a nigga gets a high school diploma, it's like I'm moving to Atlanta to start my rap career.
Yeah.
So
No, I get it. Like there's positives with that mindset too. Cause now like Atlanta's becoming like the next big
hmm
like city. It surpassed Hollywood.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like the new like I forgot like what the official title of it is, but like whatever like the listing is, Atlanta passed Hollywood in movie, and which is why like I'm so happy I'm going to film school here because like this is looking like it's about to become like a big spot.
That's interesting. I didn't expect this interview to become about bashing cities, but I think that I think I want to go full there.
It really
now.
has.
I fully want to go there because I just left LA. Wasn't a fan. Was not.
I'm gonna say this
fan.
about living in Atlanta's cool. I'll say
Atlanta
that
is
about-
Atlanta is cool. Like it is a cool
It's
city.
great living here.
Like you being like a nigga that's not from the South, I'm pretty sure you get stuck sometimes in their accents. Like, do you understand everything they say, or or you still have troubles?
I understand what people say just because like I'm just this is gonna sound weird, but I'm just good with language. I guess I don't know. But like it's every now and then where I'm like I don't know what that means. Like I don't know what a phrase means. So
Like
like
what?
I don't know. Like I can't even think of one off top because a lot of them are just shit y'all got from different. Jit. Niggas were saying jit down here and I was confused as hell.
You want to know a fun fact about that word?
What?
It's a Florida word.
That's a Florida word?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a fun fact about Atlanta. Atlanta niggas like to steal Florida slang and say they created it. That is a thing.
Yeah. That's what, yeah. I get it.
Jit
That's
is
what-
definitely from here.
Yeah. I've heard that before, that a lot of shit comes from here. And a lot of shit comes from Memphis too.
Definitely.
Atlanta's like a culmination of all like the southern cities.
Definitely.
It's
You know,
like
that's definitely. Now, I was about to say, you know what jit mean, though, right?
kinda.
Give me your,
It's
what's
like,
your
it's
definition?
like one of those like universal words. I feel like where it's just kind of like John, where it's just kind of like you could put it in a lot of places.
Nah.
What is it? What is it? Explain it for me. Then. 'Cause
Jit is a kid.
it's a kid.
It's a kid. So like, if you finna have a baby, like, yeah, I'm finna have my legit. Or you with some little kids, they're like, they go jit right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a John type thing. It's like literally just like a kid, a young person.
Weird definition.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so
It's a lot of. I'll say this. There's a lot of slang that I didn't know was like Detroit shit or like Midwestern shit until I came down here.
like what?
Like saying I'm sick. I didn't realize people didn't really say that down here. 'Cause I said that. Yeah, I said that. I said that to somebody, and they're like, "You good?" I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of upset. Like, I'm inconvenienced by what's happening. And, like, people was confused. And, like, I don't know. There's a lot of shit that, like, came from the Midwest that, like, kind of just transcended, but people don't really recognize that it's from there. Like, I want to do more research on this word because I'm not completely sure if it originated in the West. I just know I heard it in Detroit first, and then I started hearing other places. Low key. You're saying, like, low key and
Possible.
shit?
Possible.
Yeah.
I don't know where that word comes from.
I've been hearing that since, like, elementary school. And then, like, it really, like, exploded, like, when I was, like, in high school. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the word comes from. I've been hearing that all my life too. No idea where that word's come from.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, I went to LA this past month, and yeah, it wasn't what I expected, man. I don't know, the people out there, it just seems fake out there. You know?
It is. It's very fake.
Like
Yeah.
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I feel like it's more upfront here. I wasn't used to the fakeness out in LA. It was like, this is interesting.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird. I would describe the different cities as, like, different social medias. Like, I always thought of New York as Twitter and, like, Los Angeles as, like, Instagram.
Mm.
Because everything's kind of, like, made for you to see a certain way. There's no, like, realness behind it. Wow, like, I feel like everyone in New York is just, like, angry and bitter and screaming. And everyone's just congested. Everyone's just congested and screaming at once. Like, so that's how I always kind of saw LA. But, like, LA's cool. If you got the right people around you, LA can be pretty
It's funny you bring up New York because literally every chance I get, I slander New York, but I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm gonna leave it alone. Like, it's my first time. I'm gonna pass
I
up.
personally really like New York.
Yikes!
I wouldn't
Why?
I wouldn't ever just pack up and move there. But,
Okay.
like, I hope one day I have, like, a job where they're like, hey, you gotta live in New York for a year. Like, that would be cool. Cause I go there a lot. Cause I got a lot of friends in New York, and my sister lives in New York now. So, like, I'm there, like, all the time. And I really, really like the city. There's just so much shit to do.
I might rather thug it out on Skid Row than live in New York, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I couldn't do it, man. Better man than me, man. It's I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna get into it, but New York
I be
is an
feeling like
interesting
when I go to New
place.
York, bro, I go to, like, NoHo and shit, and I feel like I'm Jaden Smith
That's
walking the
hilarious.
streets, bro. I be feeling like I'm ASAP Rocky. I just I love New York.
I don't know. It's the people I think that get into it in New York. It's just like I don't know, man. The people there are just interesting. Like, okay, so the places that you've lived so far, just speaking of the people and specifically the people, what people have you enjoyed the most?
Detroit people, hands down.
Detroit people, why?
I don't know, but they're just realer. There's no ulterior motive behind, like, the Detroit nigga. Like, they'll tell you how they feel, and it's just that's what it is.
I rock with
Yeah,
Detroit people.
and maybe since I grew up there, it just always feels like there's, like, a sense of family. I
Mhm.
don't know. It's just cool. Like, I never really have to worry about people there.
I definitely rock with Detroit niggas. But to take like a step back because and you get asked this, for the people that do not know who you are and just watching this, like, why are these niggas talking about cities? Like, you probably think you're like geologists or something right now. They're like, this nigga knows so much about cities from states for. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? So for people who don't know who you are, just explain a little bit about yourself. Man.
I I travel a lot. I don't know. I'm like, I grew up, I moved around a lot, and I eventually moved out of my state to here, and I just travel a lot because I have family in a lot of different places. Like, I got family in Chicago, I got family in Missouri, I got family in California, I got family in New York now, I got family in South Carolina. So it's like, I just be around the country a lot, so I've learned a lot. But I be making videos, so making, like, YouTube videos and vines and stuff has really, like, gave me the opportunity to travel a lot, which is really cool. So
You're a
I
funny guy,
really
man.
thank you, man. Thank you. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't expect any of this to happen the way it happened, but here we are now.
No, you're a funny guy, man. I think one
it,
of
all,
my
it all really started from, like, boredom too, which is the crazy thing. So, like,
that's where
'cause
most stuff starts from.
yeah, because I moved to Atlanta and didn't have shit to do because I didn't know anybody. So, like, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start making vines, and everything took off from there.
How old were you?
16. I, like, just turned 16, and I was like, I'm gonna start making YouTube videos or vines, and I ended up sticking with vines. It was me and my cousin. When my channel first started, it was a joint channel between me and my cousin. But then, like, he would visit, and, like, and I would just keep making videos, and eventually he just called me and was like, hey, bro, that, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was it, and I just kept on making videos, and eventually grew. It's crazy because I met so many people. Some of my best friends that I met through the internet, which is really cool.
Now Vine was definitely like it's a moment in time almost because it was where a lot of like young black people got a chance to like express themselves in 6 seconds and
Yeah.
get some money off of it, get some fame off of it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was the end of an era when it ended. Like when it ended, how did you feel? Like were you still on Vine or were you moved
Dude,
on to
it
the next
was
platform?
crazy. It was crazy because I was like, when Vine ended, that's when I was like really getting off. Like I was
Mm,
like, compare like if you think of it like a freshman class, if like every year they made a freshman class, the year Vine ended, I was gonna be like on that freshman class basically. It's the
wow.
best way to describe it. Like I was like blowing up, and then it got axed, and like they didn't. It was fucked up because they didn't tell anybody. They didn't like do nothing. They were just like I found out just like how everybody else found out. Like I literally like I opened up Twitter one day and it was like a headline, and I was like, damn, that sucks. And that's how every Viner found out. Because the way everyone was thinking, the way every Viner was thinking at the time was like, okay, Vine is dying, probably gonna die within the next year, year and a half. And this is like it's weird because like we were having this conversation like a couple weeks before like it started. So we're like, it's probably gonna die in like next year, year and a half. So everybody start making like your backup plan,
Yeah.
like start posting on YouTube, like start posting on Instagram, like do what you gotta do. And like I was like just starting to be like, okay, I gotta do something. And then it ended. So it kind of forced me to like really get started on YouTube because I don't think I really would have gone so hard on YouTube had it not ended. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse because I expanded like
Yeah.
my ability, I guess.
Were you verified on Vine?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've always wanted to ask somebody this. I think you like one of the first. Well, you're not one of the first, but I've never thought to ask this to a verified Vine nigga before. There were certain vines that couldn't have been made, I would imagine, from somebody with an unverified account. Like there would be certain people making videos as like, because it had to come straight from your camera roll or straight
Yeah,
from you doing it like that. I think later they let you like start uploading like things from your camera roll, but at first it was straight from your camera. But
yeah,
during that time, there were videos uploaded by certain people with verified accounts that it was like that had to come from a camera roll. You didn't just record that off your phone right
yeah.
there.
Don't you?
So like you being a verified person, like what was the ins and out? Like did you have different access to different type of stuff with a verified account?
If I remember correctly, I think everyone could upload camera roll stuff, but it was I don't remember specific because it was so long ago. But there was like something really small that you could do if you were verified. I forgot what it was though. It was like you could access like more DMs or something. Like it was something really like
Hmm.
insignificant. But I think you got more you could do. You gotta ask somebody else. But I'm sure there was something. Um, but the camera roll thing that was more of like a movement. That was like I forgot who may have started that. I want to say like King Batch may have, or like somebody in that like circle. Somebody whipped out iMovie and started editing their vines, and then
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good idea.
that was a really good idea. Because then
Yeah,
it made it more, I guess, professional looking. Like, oh, they're really putting like effort into this. They're not just doing it 6 seconds. Like, they're really putting
that's
effort.
what I started doing. I started doing it because I found it easier to make my jokes sound the way I wanted them to. I wouldn't. I understood what made Vine special with how like it wasn't overly produced. So I never wanted to overly produce my vines, but at the same time, I was a skit nigga. So like I wasn't gonna be making my stuff like super like what's the word? I mean, I was gonna be making my stuff like super raw. I
Yeah.
guess I was always gonna have like you're gonna watch this and be like, okay, this is scripted, but like yeah, I don't know where I was going with that,
Nah,
but
I
yeah,
mean, basically, you basically trying to say like you wanted your stuff produced. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to look like
yeah,
a
I wanted to edit
production almost.
stuff. Yeah, because it would be like I do like my timing. I actually really care about like my timing in my jokes. Like whenever like I'm making a video and I edit it, I'm not just like putting my clips together. I'm like really bringing something down to a certain like I want this clip to end right here.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't really. It was hard to do that through the Vine thing. I'm mad I'm saying that though because Vine out of every app, Vine had the best in-app editing software I've ever seen. It was amazing. Instagram's editing I'm gonna shit on Instagram a lot. Instagram's editing tool in app is so backwards and bad. It's like terrible. It's like bad. Hold up.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. Sorry about that. My sister's locked out the house.
Wow,
And
is that like a thing? Like everybody's getting locked out of the house?
yeah, no, bro, no, it's a thing right now. Like, all right, so everyone listens to this interview. This interview was supposed to happen yesterday, but I fucked up and I got locked out my house. So like my Wi-Fi was a little shitty. It's because my car broke down recently, and so like when the dude came to like pick up my car, like he was like, "Hey, I need your keys," and my dumb ass
Just gave
wasn't
him the whole
thinking.
thing.
I gave him the whole thing. I was like, "Here you go." Yeah, that was dumb. And so I don't have my house keys anymore. And I guess my sister doesn't have her house keys either for whatever reason. So we just been getting locked out.
Wow. Everything good though?
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
everything's good.
all right, bad,
Like,
bad, bad.
yeah, all right.
But no, yeah, the ending of Vine though definitely it like it was a lot of casualties, man, because a lot of them niggas who was funny for 6 seconds was not funny for 60 seconds, boy. It was like it was a lot of them niggas I ain't heard of since 2015. But I ain't heard them niggas since. But a lot of you then came through and showed that y'all could make a longer length and still make it funny. Like you, one of my favorites that came from Vine, Elite Life KD. Think that nigga's hilarious. So a lot of y'all done came through and showed that y'all were like really talented. So like, was that ever a worry? Was that ever a worry of yours that like, oh man, I'm gonna have to extend it out, or you already knew you could extend it out and still make it funny?
My worry, I knew that I could make a skit that was longer than 6 seconds. I was just scared people were still gonna fuck with it. That was
Mm.
my thing. It was like I knew I could do it, but I wasn't sure of how it would translate. Now I don't really have any like what's the word self fear with that because I feel like bro when Vine ended I had like 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Mm.
I was like and it was just like my friends and shit really like because I rarely ever like told people like yeah like follow me on Instagram and I had like 2,000 subscribers on YouTube or something like that. So I literally had to go from like ground zero. So like I literally had to like rebuild and like I re-blew up. I hit my milestones really. So like I'm not really like worried. Like if it were to happen again, I feel like I could probably still re-blow up my stuff because like I have that confidence now where it's like okay, that was kind of like it was a blessing and a curse because it kind of like confirmed to me that like okay this wasn't a fluke like because I had to do it all over again and I did it all over again 3 times on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and Twitter. So it's like I'm not yeah I'm not really worried anymore because I was tripping when Vine first ended. I was like man I don't know if people are really gonna find me funny like that.
Yeah.
So I took up 4 different audiences and they still all loved me. So I was like oh I actually can do this I guess. So like I started really taking like writing seriously I guess and like it just really like made me realize like okay maybe I'm actually meant to be writing more. So I've been writing ever since and I've been going to film school for writing. I've been doing all this stuff. It's great.
So Instagram specifically, how did you go from 1,000 to 100,000? Was there?
I literally just posted videos.
Wow.
I kept posting videos. I got like I got like one shout out from like one friend and that got me a solid 2,000 followers
Mm.
probably. But like literally I just kept posting. I was posting like daily for a little bit. And that's way different from posting daily from Vine because on Vine I was posting daily for a little bit and like that's a really easy thing to do. Just like go home. I would get home from school. Like I would think of an idea while I was at school, and I would come home and I would film it. Because the way I operate is, I'll get an idea, and like either it'll fleet from my mind. I write down my ideas, but I don't really have to because if an idea is actually good, I'll be just like laughing about it.
The whole
I just,
thing.
yeah, I'll just be walking around giving it to myself like that shit funny. Until eventually, like I'll sit down and I'll be like, okay, let's make it. And but like posting daily on Instagram is a whole different beast because that's 60 seconds. And when something's 60 seconds, it's usually a little bit more like convoluted and more has more to it. And yeah, because I don't think people realize, man, making a video is hard. That's why I've been going stretches without posting because it's like this should be tough, especially if you don't have an idea. Because I don't like making things I only halfway like.
Mm.
So I remember that was something I kind of did on Vine for a second, where I was like, this is kind of funny. I'll post it. And like, I don't like doing that anymore because now I have a whole bunch of content out there where I'm looking back on it and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
not bad. So like, yeah, I'm at a spot and I'm happy that I'm doing it the way I'm doing it now because I'm at a spot now where I look back and I like every video I made.
Mm.
Like been wanting to. I've been wanting to like go back and like delete a whole bunch of shit, and I can't really bring myself to because I'll be like rewatching a video that I made. I'm like, oh, this is still like I still like
Yeah.
this. So like, yeah,
No,
yeah,
the crazy thing about that is people don't really understand that like you said, it's kind of hard to like do things and you don't want to force it. So like for example, like I do this thing on my Instagram where I occasionally put on some pimp clothes and I rap like a pimp nigga.
yeah.
But the thing is, the beats are what's really like when I hear the beat, I'm like, yo, this is the beat right here, and I never want to force beats because I never want
Yeah,
to be like, oh, this is an okay beat. I'm just right to it or whatever. Like I
yeah,
want to hear the beat and be like, nigga,
this is the one.
I'm about to pimp some bitches. Nigga, I'm about to have these bitches on a leash, nigga. Like I'm gonna go crazy. Gonna be the most toxic nigga ever in this song.
Putting
So
on my toxic
yeah,
masculinity. Ow.
just put on a full toxic fit, nigga. So yeah, yeah. When I do that, I'm like, yo, this is it. And then I have people like I don't know. The last one I did was probably like in July, and I have people like, yo, when are you gonna do the next Pimp Daddy Eric? And I'm like, nigga, when I feel like it,
Yo,
because they
Karen's name,
just
Daddy Eric.
they just don't
That's
understand.
hilarious.
That it's hey, I'm gonna have to send you one, man. I think you'll like it. But
Please send me one.
the thing is, they don't understand that. Well, personally, for me, I like it to naturally come to me because sometimes I could look for something and find something, but usually when I look for something, I'm forcing it. You know what I'm saying? And people don't
Yeah,
understand that.
I know exactly what you mean. I can't really like whenever like I sit down and try to make a video. It never like whenever I'm like I need to make a video. Let me sit down and think about something.
Yeah.
It never goes well. Like the only time that ever works is when like I have like a prompt.
Mm.
Rarely ever happens where I'm like, okay, here's because sometimes I don't even think of videos. I just think of prompts where I'm like, let me like make something about like this. And sometimes I sit down and I think about something that's actually pretty fun. But
So that's interesting because when you say a prompt, are you physically writing this down?
sometimes
So,
depends.
so yeah, I'm curious about your take on that because I don't know, like in school, I was never a person, like I don't know if they did this in other states and cities, but in Florida at least, when you before you write, they would want you to, I guess, create a rough draft, and just get all your ideas down. Never did that, never liked it. I literally just wanted to think of it on the spot and write it down and let it flow. I was never a good rough draft person. So are you a rough draft person that you like to write a rough draft down or you just go?
Okay, what you just described is that's actually a writing thing. There's two types of writers. There's gardeners and then there's architects.
Mm.
Architects make like they'll make like a rough draft, like they'll structure all their shit like how they want it to go, and a gardener will just like have like they'll get the foundation of something, like they'll make it really detailed foundation, and then they'll let things grow from that. So like they'll just let it go, like how you described. You're probably a gardener then, and
I'm out here gardening, man.
yeah, you're a gardener. And like I feel you on that because that's how I am sometimes. Like sometimes I have a video where I'll just think of a funny phrase, and then I'll write a joke. I'll write a whole skit around it. Like I remember like Dave Chappelle did he had a little bit in like one of his shows where he was like, I write jokes backwards now.
Yes, I remember that.
You remember that
Yeah.
shit? Yeah. And like I was like, I kind of get what you mean with that because like I'll write the end, like I'll like write like a phrase of a joke or like the ending to a joke, and like, I'll be like, okay, now how can I like form something around that
Yeah.
to where
Yeah.
this makes
No, I feel you on that.
yeah.
Like my
Because
mind, yeah, like my mind just works so like chaotic, and I feel like people who, like I feel like yourself, somebody who's creative, I feel like your mind is like if somebody was to like freaking minimize himself and like take a deep dive in your brain, they're probably like, whoa, this is crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure it's just all over the place. Like for example, like the one time that I remember that I can like think about just being like very chaotic. I don't know if you're familiar with Needle Drop,
yeah,
the reviewer nigga. So he
yeah, I
hit,
peeped you did an interview with him.
yeah, I interviewed
That,
bro.
but,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool guy. So a long time ago, he hit me up and was like, "Yo, I want you to do. You ever see those story times on YouTube? People just do story times and tell the story. He wanted me to do a story time on his page, but like a parody story time. And he was like, all you have to do is just say that we were about to get killed. You come up with whatever, but just make sure we were about to get killed. So I remember coming up for like the next 7 minutes, in my brain just like a loose plot, and then I was like, all right, this is the plot, and I just sat down and I freestyled like maybe 70% of it, but I had the plot
Yeah.
down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so
You
yeah,
gotta
it's
lose.
just like I don't know, man. Yeah, but some people who are way more talented to me, they have to take an hour to write something down, and it'll come out amazing. Some others can just freestyle, you know. So it's just
Exactly.
it's really weird how the mind works different from other people.
It's all about finding your creative process and
Yeah.
trust. Yeah, and just going with that. Because you're right about the mind thing. Like, nigga, my mind got no traffic laws. My mind got no traffic lights, no stop signs. There's a whole bunch of car accidents, places, and shit.
Do you ever find yourself? Because I know you said if it's really funny, you won't forget it. But do you ever find yourself like in your iPhone notes writing stuff down just in case? Like, let me.
Yeah,
You do
that's
that?
why I forced myself to write some things down. Because there have been some great skits I've literally just forgotten about.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to write things down because sometimes you're just like a dickhead writing shit down. Like if you're around people and like you're talking to somebody and you get an idea for a skit, bro, you know how annoying it is, like to be like, yeah, hold on a second. When you're at the mall, like, bro,
Nah, I feel you.
I
I
be
feel
feeling,
you.
bro, I be feeling the biggest asshole. Like, so I just sometimes like I remember it and I'll write it down later, but I've learned that I have to force myself to write things down because there have been so many times and I've forgotten something and I've still liked it and then like, dang, I wish I would have remembered what that was.
So you're doing it wrong, man. You gotta play it off. I don't play it off. Like, definitely been talking to somebody, and I'm like not really listening to them, and I give like an I get an idea for something I want to do, and I play it off like, oh, and like I be around. I usually say this around niggas. I be like, damn, what this badass girl texting me? Hold on. Like, oh, what she thick as hell too.
You could just say my mom texted me. You could
Yeah,
have
or yeah, my mama. Like, damn, hold on, bro. My mama text me, bro. You know you gotta text moms back, bro. You like, oh yeah, that's that nigga mama's, bro. You gotta text mama back, you know. So niggas they'll
make it a
understand.
flex to hide.
You just gotta turn the brightness down so they can't see what you're doing. Hey man.
This nigga on the notes app.
Yeah. Like nigga, your mama ain't in the notes app, nigga. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's definitely one of those things. I never thought about it like that, but it is a little douchey to just like pull out your phone and start. You know, I never thought about that. That is.
It's like, all right, not that the action itself is douchey. It's just it reminds me of like movies because they always do that in movies and like TV shows where like somebody would have like the old writers from like the '90s would carry around like tape recorders,
Yeah.
press record like
Yeah.
yeah, like that's how I feel when I do that, and I'm just like this is.
Nah, I
Yeah.
definitely feel you. I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, because I don't want to take too much of your time, man.
Nah, bro,
Um,
I got all day for it.
I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite skits from you that I really thought were just like good stuffs, and I just want to get some behind the scenes, whatever you got for it, man. So
I
first
got you.
one, the first one, probably my favorite one, just because like the desperation on your face, I felt it, bro. I was like, this nigga, like I feel this nigga pain, and it's the City
Mhm.
Girls one, the City Girls one where you got robbed. That was good
Yeah.
stuff, man. That was good stuff, man. So
Thank
just
you,
talk
bro.
about that skit just a little bit, man.
Bro, that one was one I was really excited to make. That was an idea for a skit where like I was walking around my house for like a week, literally just like laughing about it, like bro, like what if she like stole my W-2s?
That's
Like, what if she
hilarious.
just stole all, bro? And for that like ending, I was like I need an ending for this skit. I was like, how am I gonna like end this to where it's like just something like so fucking petty
Yeah.
and then I thought of like I was like, oh, she can like steal like some Doritos or Fritos out my bag or some shit. And like, bro, I took my ass because my car. If you're not realizing right now, my car breaks down a lot. So it broke down, and I had to walk. I had to walk like a mile down the road in 95-degree Georgia heat, buy some chips. In the middle of all I was filming, bought a bag of party chips, emptied out the whole bag, and then like had to video that part. And like my family came home like, bro, what are you doing? Bro, when I'm filming, I go into crackhead mode. Like I just, like I don't be paying attention to anything else. I just get tunnel vision, and like it's usually a mess. Like my room is always like a mess after I'm done filming something.
Nah, yeah. When she stole the W-2s, I was like, yeah, that was great. That was good stuff. And then you was like, what did you go do with the W-2s? Like, I was like, that's good stuff, man. That was really funny. I feel like I don't know the things that usually get okay. So I'm guilty of it. I follow a lot of people with bad taste in a lot of things. So either if it's music, uh, comedy, everything. The people I follow just have really bad taste. And the things that I see get put on my timeline, I'm like, yeah, It's not funny. Like it's such like bottom of the barrel comedy. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
feel
like
that. No,
it's crazy.
that's what I don't like about Instagram. There's a lot of niggas on Instagram that just make some really bad videos. That's why like that's why at first I was like I was questionable even trying to make Instagram videos because I was like I don't want to be in this crowd. Like
Yeah.
luckily like I eventually like found like my community on Instagram, but it's like bro, you know like those videos when it's like when you finally have sex with your crush. And like it's just like a dude. It's like, bro, Instagram skits got porn acting in it, and it's weird. It's
That's funny.
really
That's
weird.
funny.
You
That's
bro,
funny.
that's like the best way I can describe it, bro. It's weird.
That's
I
funny.
really don't like Instagram comedy.
Nah,
It makes me
it's not good.
mad.
I'm
Yeah,
a,
cause people can say whatever about Vine comedy, bro. Like, cause people were saying that Vine comedy was cringy for a while, but no, Instagram takes the cake. I don't care.
Nah, that's a fact.
It's
I'm gonna tell you who really set the bar low. It was Boonk, man. Boonk. When Boonk came through, man,
boom.
Boonk changed the game, man. Boonk was a game changer, man. That nigga
Uh-huh.
Boonk was like it was like I'm gonna say it was like the NBA. Like the NBA before the 3-point line. It was like
Yeah,
white niggas just
yeah.
shooting 2-pointers or whatever. Then when a nigga came and shot the three, they was like,
Yes.
nigga, we could do this? Like, oh my gosh. Like,
That was
bro.
3 points.
Because you got to think about it. It's certain niggas in the NBA that are literally in the NBA just because they could shoot. So Book is like, yo, I can't do this, but nigga, I could shoot a three. And that nigga, boy, that nigga was shooting threes double teamed. Like, he had 5 niggas on him. He was just shooting them up, man. And other niggas was like, yo, we could do this too. So yeah,
It's
man,
efficient.
Book was a game changer. It's efficient. You're right, because people love the just like as simple as you can get. Like they don't want to think too much a lot of times. A lot of people just like, oh, this nigga just stole some Popeye's chicken.
People love looking at the Instagram feed and being like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, look at this. That's what Instagram is, bro. Especially because there's no share button. It's just like, so it's like the craziest shit usually is what blows up.
That's a
'Cause
fact.
it's like, and like, he started the whole, like, jackass train on, and I don't mean jackass like, oh, you a jackass. I'm talking about, like, the show jackass.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They started the whole
Oh no, that
thing.
nigga is a jackass. But yeah, you keep.
Yeah, but like he really started all that because now we gotta do like Supreme Patty and his and like long neck and wide neck and
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I tried to interview Wide Nick, man. I did.
You tried it?
I tried. I'm not gonna lie, man.
how'd it go? How'd it go?
I didn't. I tried, and then I was like, bro, what am I doing, bro? I was like, what am I doing? What am I finna talk to Wide Nick about, bro?
You're gonna demand $50K from you. You're gonna be
Actually, I think I could have got it for free. That's surprising. Surprisingly, I think I could have got it for free, man. But it was just like, what am I finna ask this nigga? So, how did your neck get so wide? Like, what am I finna ask? It's just like, my nigga, what am I finna ask you, bro? Like,
all right. Happy to have you on. Here's the first question. Why is your neck?
hey, what am I doing, man? But you know what's really funny? A side of Instagram comedy that I really don't like, but when it's done well, I am just like, I love it. When people like, blank be like, or like, I don't know, nerds be like. It's like,
Those can be funny. Those can be funny when it's like, because here's the thing, that type of comedy has been done so many times
exactly.
that you can usually predict what's gonna happen when somebody makes that. Those videos work when it's some shit that when it's a category that's never been done. Like it was like a very specific thing that's specific to like one kind type of community, like, or they take the actual like idea of it and like flip it on its head. That's like usually when I've noticed it works.
I'm gonna tell you, my probably favorite Instagram comedian right now is a nigga who do them videos, and he's from Atlanta. It's the Desi Banks nigga. When he does Desi Banks, when he does.
I've heard of him actually. I don't know if I was like.
He was a big Vine nigga too. He was really big Vine nigga. And now he's like transferred to Instagram, and he's been killing Instagram with how hood niggas act like, and everyone. I don't know. I think it's one of those things because I grew up seeing hood niggas, and to see that is like, yo, that is funny, you know. So yeah.
Here's the thing with that. A lot of people make those be like videos about people that got no idea how they actually be like. When hood niggas make videos about how hood niggas be,
funny.
those are hilarious because it's like they got the specifics. Because I'm not a hood nigga at all. So if I made a hood niggas be like video, it would be very generic and basic, and you're just like, this is stupid. But like, yeah, you get the idea.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. You might need to start hanging around some hood niggas because, bro, I don't know what it is, but legitimately the most viewed video on my channel is a video I was just posting just to post. It wasn't like, oh, this is gonna get a lot of views. It's a
Yeah.
video of me saying how Florida niggas talk, and I put on a very exaggerated, hard Florida hood nigga accent, and that is the most viewed video on my channel for whatever reason.
Bro,
So,
I
hey,
say, because
man,
Florida niggas are very specific people.
it
Like,
is. It is a very specific lane, man. But I mean, how Detroit hood niggas talk, I could see that being really funny, man. Because
yeah.
I don't know if you know who Sada Baby is. That's a Detroit rapper.
Oh
That
no, we. Sorry.
hey man, Sada Baby is amazing. I love Sada Baby, bro. That nigga there is amazing, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Sada
Yeah.
Baby, bro.
I really want him to blow up. I'm cheering for him so much.
So good. I'm definitely going to interview him before the year ends. Yeah,
Do that.
good,
Please do that.
good dude. But yeah, Instagram comedy, man. It's a really big hit or miss. It's not like Instagram is just filled with just like 32 million funny people. It's like either it's really good or man, it's really bad. Like, do you? And it's funny because I've been finding myself doing this, and I tell people I do this, and they're like, I don't do this. So hopefully you do this as well, because I don't want to feel like a weirdo, because I can't find anybody that does it. But I've been finding myself not on Instagram but on YouTube hate watching a lot of things. I have been hate watching way too much. I don't know if you do that ever, but man,
I get it because I used to do that a little bit. I used to hate watch. Be like, man, this is fucking dumb. I used to be scrolling through Lele Pond shit like all the time, being like, how does this happen? Why does this happen? Like, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. What I like actually, if someone actually got access to my YouTube account, you'd think it's like a bunch of skits. I don't watch skits. I barely watch my friends' skits. I don't watch the internet like at all. My YouTube recommendations is literally just like conspiracy theories, alternate history shit, and like stuff about shows, like stuff about TV show writing. That's literally like my YouTube recommendations and type beats.
are you?
That's
That's our type views. Are you subscribed to Nerd Writer?
huh?
Are you subscribed to Nerd Writer?
Yes.
It's good.
I love that whole YouTube community. That's like that's my niche. That's what I like.
Yeah, no. That's a very fire lane that I feel like that's a very fire like YouTube category that I feel like needs to be way bigger than mukbang videos.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how that happened, bro. I thought mukbang was porn at first, bro. I didn't know what. It sounds like it doesn't.
It
That's
does.
what I
It does.
assumed. I assumed it was some really freaky shit, and then like I saw a video, and it was still some freaky shit, but it was like just food.
It's just food. That's literally all it is. It's just
Well,
food.
I could make a mukbang channel if I wanted to. It's the crazy part.
And the
My
crazy part,
sister, my sister is a chef, so like she makes like these big bountiful meals for me all the time. Just like as like I'm practicing how I'm making crab today. Like,
yeah.
eat what I prepare, and I'll just be in there. I could do it. I'm gonna do it.
And you know what's funny thing about it? I don't even like. I like people who do food reviews. Like, oh, it's my first time being here. Or, oh, I'm going to show you how to cook something. Like, oh, that's insightful. Like, oh, this is interesting. But a nigga done had Chick-fil-A a million times. Like, finna eat this Chick-fil-A burger for the millionth time. You want to see me watch it? Like, no, nigga, I don't want to see you watch a burger eating. Like, what? Like, it's just weird, man.
Chick-fil-A burger. What?
So I just got some waffle fries for the 70th time. Watch me eat it. Like, nigga, what? Like, bro, get
Like it
out of
always
here.
has.
But no, I
Bro, you
can't.
should.
Hmm?
I got $1 million idea for you.
What's up?
Mukbang interviews.
Like me, like doing a mukbang and interviewing people.
Yeah, eating a big ass meal while interviewing, like hot ones, but like quantity instead of high.
You know, it's really funny. I didn't do that, which that is an interesting video. But I low key got sponsored by this hot sauce company, and I basically made the nigga version of hot ones. And I invited a whole bunch of ignorant niggas over, and we had these really hot sauces, and we put them on like random food, and we just ate it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man. It was the hot ones for the culture. It was the hot ones for the niggas, man. So yeah, it was that was a good time. But no, that mukbang video It might be something I have to steal from you. I'm gonna have to give you some revenue off of that, man. I'm gonna have to cut you
Yeah,
off somewhere, man.
invade that community, bro.
Yeah, that's
Be
good.
the tiger, bro. Be the Tiger Woods of that shit.
That's hilarious. Hey, I might have to do that. And it's funny because I like mukbangs. That's not even a thing that I hate watch. I usually hate watch public interviews because, man, I'm not gonna lie. I got a problem. This is a hot take right here. It's not even a hot take, but I'm gonna call it a hot take.
Go for it. Because I probably agree. Let's see.
But yeah, I don't know if you're gonna agree with this one. But black people do the worst public interviews ever. They stink. I'm not gonna lie. You might need to leave that to the white man. They do a good job with that, man.
Sometimes black people got shit figured out.
Yeah.
I think we should just.
We might need to leave that to them. I mean, usually black people can come into another genre and take it over. Not this one, man. Like, the things that I hear, my nigga, like, legitimately, like, if you type in right now on YouTube, public interviews, the way it's set up, you're not going to get the most highest viewed video. You're just going to get, like, some just, like, the most recent videos. It's really weird how those are, like, structured. So when you type it in, you're going to see the most ignorant things of all time. Like a nigga at a mall, like a nigga, like, with a cell phone, just like, so, would you rather have a thought daughter or a gay-ass son?
Bro, literally, it's like, why would you? This is a really fueled question. This is a really charged question, bro.
Bro, imagine having to answer that question. Like,
bro, dude. You know, I live in Atlanta, so like every mall I go to, there's someone doing that.
Yes,
you know,
that's a big thing in Atlanta.
Yeah, in Atlanta's black people, so it's literally what you described is all that. And I remember one time, bro. I was on a date. It was the worst shit ever. It was like a long time ago. I was on a date, and this nigga was doing that, bro. And he just ran up to me and asked me, "Would you care if your son was gay?" and like I didn't even hear it was fucked up, bro, because I didn't even hear what he said. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I just walked away, and the girl looked at me like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Wait, oh shit." But like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Run back there and be like, "Hey," nah, because like, I just felt so mad. Cause I'm like, no, I'm literally like, that's not. I'm so opposite of that. It made me so mad. But like now it's like,
it's over now.
It's like when a white person who's like not racist at all accidentally says some racist shit, but like now they gotta like backtrack, and it's like you can't say anything to fix the situation because like
you've done too much.
Now you just sound like I have black friends ass nigga. And it's just like.
And it's funny because, like, so I do public interviews, but when I do it, I try to differentiate myself so far away from people because when I come up to people, I tell them I'm a journalist. I'm not a fucking journalist at all. Nigga, I just have a computer and
that's how you gotta present yourself.
Exactly. Like, nigga, me interviewing you right now, I just literally finesse niggas to let me interview them. I finesse you, let me interview you, basically, at this point, my nigga.
A lot of me. That's the fuck out of me.
Finesse niggas to let me interview. But when I come to people, I have a real microphone, and I'm like, yo, I am a journalist. I do interviews. And I was curious if you want to do an interview about relationships instead of like, yo, I got a YouTube channel. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You can't do it like that. Whenever I try to film in a public space, I always like, and you have to like talk to the person there. I always talk to them like, hey, I'm a student filmmaker. That's how I always always come up to them because I'm a student filmmaker.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I'm just independent, so it's like that's what I say to them, and they're usually so much nicer to me. Versus when I'm like, hey, I go on my channel and I say nigger, so can you let me film in your place and potentially give you a bad name?
Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate you. Like, I gotta get these views somehow, man.
Could you ever see yourself doing some like public interviews type thing? Because I honestly feel like.
Nah, bro. You want to know something? I did once. I did do that once.
Really?
I went to when I was in college. So I transferred. I went back to Michigan to go to college. And then I transferred down here to another school. While I was there, I was at Michigan State, and they needed me to do a It was me and there was like some other dude there who was really good at. No, it was me and a couple other people there who we all did social media shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of the the higher ups at the school were like, hey, y'all get together and do some shit under Michigan State's name.
Yeah.
So we get to do it. We get together. Overall, it was a bust. It was a wash. We were like off the project. We made like 5 videos. We were off the project. And basically, they had me doing shit that was just so out of my comfort zone. That's why that was one of the reasons why I left, because I was like, this isn't me. Yeah. They had me doing like street interviews, and I'm like, this is This is not me.
You don't think you could? You don't think that's you?
It's just not me. I could do it. If I needed to, I could probably do it, but it's just not me. Cause like what they had me doing was like they had me doing like going up to people on the campus and like playing music and asking them if they knew what song it was. It was like do college kids know who Eminem is?
That's hilarious.
And like I would go on the street with a microphone and be like, hey, like, and I would play fucking like I would play Stan and they'd be like, what's this? And I'd be like, all right. Well, I guess they don't know. It was terrible. Like I hated myself doing it, and I was like, I went back and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
For the longest, I've been trying to get like funny black people to do these videos because, bro, when I mean like, I literally only know one channel with these two super light skinned niggas. I don't even know if they fully black, and they are really funny at doing these videos. Outside of them, black niggas suck. So I've really been trying to get funny black people to do these videos because I feel like it's a genre that black people really haven't conquered, and when they do, it would be super duper funny. And I feel like people like you who can, I don't know, I feel like when you can like come off, because you have to be really good at coming off the cuff, you really have to be good at being very witty on the spot. Like I did a video, why do girls like hood niggas, went like it got like 7 million views. That video right there, I don't know, man, I just feel like you might have to jump back into it, man. It's a really interesting genre.
Here's the thing. There are funny black people out there that can do exactly what you're describing. Here's the issue though. They don't want to do it because that's not what the internet rewards. So it's like
I don't know. That's a really popular genre right now.
It is a popular genre, but like the type that you're describing, the internet rewards the shit that's like, would you care if you had a gay son?
Okay, you got a point. Yeah, you got a point.
They wouldn't reward someone asking like actually like funny shit, like doing funny shit. They just want people just want to go on the internet and get appalled. That's what people like going on the internet for.
Yeah. That is a good point. People do like.
That's the best. Yeah.
Interesting. I guess so.
And people recognize that. People recognize they go on the internet and they appall people. They go on and they're like, people was gonna click on this, and it's like, yeah. I've always tried to be purely like do what I feel is right, but like there's been times I've fallen into that trap. I'm too proud to say it. It's been times when it's like when like I would make something, I would make a video and I'd be like, I'm gonna make the title this because I know niggas gonna trip if they see this title. So it's like, yeah. Even though my video it's like a trap. It's like I'll make my title like I can't describe this the way I want it to because I'm not saying clickbait. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like
it's provocative almost.
Yeah, it's like provocative. Because a lot of my videos are like questionable shit. So it's like, and I know that if I make the title this and then they watch the video, they're like, oh, that's what he's saying. Like, you know. But yeah.
I mean, that's better than like a reaction video channel and their thumbnail is just like it's like me reacting to this new Young Thug song, but the thumbnail's like, and it's like, bro, I'm pretty sure Young Thug didn't say anything that crazy that made you do this right here. Yeah, just made you go. I'm like, my nigga, are you watching somebody get murdered? Like, what the fuck type of reaction is that, my nigga? Like, bro, what reaction is Young Thug? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, like, bro, like, what possibly could he say? He said slat. Oh my gosh! Like, it's like, it's freaking weird. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. I am super duper hot in this room. I don't even know why I did this interview in this room. So I think on this note of me sweating right now, I sweat like an overweight nigga right now. This is ridiculous. So yeah, man, I'm gonna let you wrap this interview up, man. Anything else you gotta say before we get out of here?
No. I don't know. I said a lot. I got a new clothing line coming out.
Talk about that. Yeah, talk about
it. That really quick. I have a clothing line coming out that you guys will be seeing very soon. It's about something that I've been kind of talking about slightly for a while now. But yeah, y'all are going to see that coming soon. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have something out. Hopefully by Christmas. That's my goal. So, yeah. Hope y'all fuck with it.
Alright, man. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I've been also, I might as well finesse this on camera as well. The last 6 people have agreed to do this, so, hey, man, if you back out, you coochie.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
I've been for not only have I been finessing interviews, I've been finessing follows on Instagram. So you gotta give me if you don't follow me on Instagram, people they gonna know you're a jerk. Like, he doesn't follow
Yeah,
people
I'm
back on
really,
Instagram.
I just don't like keeping my ratings. I'm not gonna follow you back. I'm sorry. No, I got you.
That's funny.
What's your
Saying my Instagram name, saying my name out is really weird. So I just followed you. So you could check that for I like just refresh your thing. Like you see the person you just followed you.
Nah, I'm gonna yell your name.
Yeah, yell it out. Watch you
I'm
see
gonna
like
yell it out. You ain't packing me.
do you know how weird to tell a hood nigga your name is you ain't packing meat? It's really weird.
Hey, bro, what's your IG? You ain't packing me, my nigga.
I remember,
What?
yeah, I remember one time this nigga he was like yeah I'm following y'all boy. What's your Instagram? I was like you ain't packing meat. He was like oh shit never mind then bro. I was like oh man. It's like shit. Gosh man, the meat that wasn't worth it. But
I'm gonna go watch these.
yeah the Pimp Daddy Eric videos yeah man those are the
Yeah,
ones
I'm
right
checking.
there. I'm
Well,
pretty
I
sure
already peeped.
huh
Wait, I'm gonna find one. Where is it?
you
I
I
saw. Oh, I see you rapping over a Kenny Beats one. Is that? Is that the?
yeah, that's the yep, that's the Pimp Daddy Eric video
Yeah,
right there, man. That's the
I'm gonna
pimp.
watch it.
So yeah, for everybody watching right now, I appreciate it. I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. You guys holler at your boy.